heading, why, I think they're going to want a lot of money. So
You got one of your boys working, Wink Martindale's working for you again, isn't he?
Sure.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
also Cliffy Stone's working
Yeah.
for me.
You just hired them all these good folks.
Oh, Cliffy's a nice guy. I've known him for many years.
I met him the other night. I've never met him till the other night.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a sweet man.
His father was in radio for years around Los Angeles there.
Yeah, I go out there. I told your wife I want to go see the Western Museum this weekend.
I
And I
wish
haven't
you
been
would.
yet. I want to.
Well, that's fine.
Because your secretary took me through your office a couple of years ago, and I was bringing a copy of the tape, this Miller and Company tape, and I'd return the film, and she walked me through your office, and I saw all these Remingtons, and I love Remingtons.
Well, thank
They're
you.
my favorite things in the world.
Well,
I love
thank
them.
you.
They're beautiful.
Do you live here in Nashville? What station are you with?
WSMTV, Channel 4.
WSM.
You guys ready? All right.
Yeah, I've known a lot of people here in Nashville over a period of years.
Okay, you ready? Okay. Well, you're receiving a big award tonight, but I don't think you're the kind of person much that really lives and thinks too much about awards.
Well, I'm always happy to get an award regardless of what it is and what it's for, because I feel maybe that it'll help my prestige a little more also.
Well, I know you need that. Do you really think about, you never know really what to say, do you, when you get an award?
Well, all you can do is just thank the people that made it possible for you. That's the thing. I thank all the people that I have worked with, and I've worked with some good ones in the past, and they've all contributed, so I would say that I like to share the awards with them.
Well, you're being honored tonight for your work in country music, and I doubt when you were in 1940, did you ever think you were going to be a country music legend?
Well, more or less, I started out singing country songs. Yes, when I first came in to show business in the 20s, about 1926, 1927, why Jimmy Rogers was, they called them hillbillies back in that era, but Jimmy Rogers was a country singer. And of course, Jimmy Davis, who was the former governor of Louisiana, and the Carter family, and there was a lot of those people that are still making records, and they've just changed the name from hillbilly to country, but in essence, we're singing the same stuff.
I guess Roy Acuff said the other night that you were his hero.
Well, I've known Roy a long, long time, and I've always had a lot of warm regards for him, not only as a fine artist, but a great guy. He's a good friend of mine, and believe me, he's been right up there at the top for all these years.
This past Christmas, I spent $10 and bought me a Gene Autry compact disc of your greatest hits for Christmas, because I thought you needed the money, and I wanted to go ahead and get you to make that contribution to you, and I love those things. Do the Christmas songs, are they something special to you?
Well, I love Christmas songs. I have to love a couple of them that I made. One was Here Comes Santa Claus, and then 2 years later, why, I made a record that I really wasn't sold on to start with. I didn't think that it was going any place, but it showed up the first year as the big seller. And throughout the years, why, there's only one Christmas record that's ever sold more than Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So that was a big surprise to me, because I didn't think it was that good a song.
Did you ever feel competition? I know all actors and all entertainers feel like they want to outdo somebody, but did you really have that spirit of competition when you were recording songs, wanting to, say, outdo Bing Crosby or whoever was at the time?
I never felt that way. No, I never felt competition that I had to do something to get ahead of someone else. I did the best I could and let it rest with the public. They're the ones that either put you over or not.
Do you have a baseball prediction for the World Series? I know you're a little bit close to the game. I know you wish the California Angels were in the World Series, but tell me about the other teams.
Well, I think that Oakland, I have to go with Oakland, because they have a lot of power and they have a good pitching staff, and I think that Oakland will win it. I think that they might go in there and win it by a pretty good margin.
How do you want to be remembered when they say Gene Autry? Say he was a great cowboy, or how do you want? Or he was just a good old guy, or Never played golf, or how do you want to be remembered?
I used to play golf a lot. I played about 3 or 4 times a week back years ago. I would like to be remembered as a friend to all the people and to my fans. I have fans that have stayed with me all these 50 years or more. And believe me, without fans, why, you have a tough road to hoe. And I just want them to always remember Gene Autry as a nice man and a man that did his best, whatever he was doing, whether it was making records on the stage or making movies.
Well, I've only been around for 36 years, but I'm sure I'm one of your fans. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
Okay. All right. Can you give me a 2-shot from this side, Tony? I'm going to work it in on my little piece, and then we'll be done. Just need a little quick reverse.
I can remember when
I was going to ask you something that'd take too long to tell the story, but one of our cameramen went to see a show of yours in Columbia, Tennessee in 1940. He said it's in your book that you had to work the telegraph key while the guy fixed the sound system.
Yes.
Because no one else knew how to fix the sound system in Columbia, so you had to be a telegraph operator.
So we always got along well together because
is one reason you sold the TV station. Did you ever really feel very close to television as an? I know radio kind of. You grew up with radio, so you probably feel a little something for KMPC. But did you ever really get that emotionally involved with the art of television?
Well, yes, I like television. I didn't. I made the first series of movies for television, especially that I made them. And then I forget. It's about 1946, I think, 45 or 46, where I was under contract to the Wrigley Company. I did the Melody Ranch every Sunday for 18 years, outside of a couple of years in the service. And finally, at that time, the television network, and I said, well, I don't know. He said, well, how about doing a half-hour Western? And I said, gosh, I don't know where I could make a half-hour. Not, it's going to take an awful lot of time, and the budgets were not very big. Anyway, very small, most of the television screens.
But there's still something special about radio. You know,
yes.
there's just something emotional. I worked in radio first.